Week 5 of the fantasy football season. Here's a few quarterbacks. I have as sleepers this week. The first quarterback, Dylan Gabriel of the Cleveland Browns, is newly named starter for this Brown team. They're 1-3 on the year. And Gabriel, they took him in the NFL draft. Day 2 pick was this Cleveland Brown team. So Gabriel, he had some snaps in that Week 2 blowout loss at the Ravens, 19 pass yards and a touchdown. I know this offense, they don't have a lot on it. They got Quinshon Judkins, Jerry Jeudy. Maybe this helps him out. Cedric Tillman's hurt. You got David Njoku, Harold Fanning Jr. And this week, definitely a tough matchup to start your NFL career versus the Minnesota Vikings, coached by Robert Flores, one of the better defensive minds in the league. And also, it's an international game. So right now, out there, 98% of fantasy leagues. If you're in deeper leagues or 2 quarterback leagues, I think Gabriel could surprise a little bit. And he's a sleeper this week. Next quarterback, Cooper Rush of the Baltimore Ravens. Cooper Rush, he's had starter experience last season with Dallas when Dak went down with the hamstring injury. Now he's going to step in for Lamar Jackson as the starting quarterback. So last season, like I said, he had a decent amount of playing time, 1,844 pass yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a 2-point conversion, 3 fumble losses. So Cooper Rush, they got good options in this offense. Derrick Henry in the backfield, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, DeAndre Hopkins. And Cooper Rush, he's not just a game manager. He's a guy, he's going to take some shots down the field. He's got an accurate ball. And this week in a matchup versus a good Houston defense, it could be a little bit tough. But like I said, a good supporting cast in that offense where I don't think they're just going to look to run the football 30, 35 times in this one, where Cooper Rush actually could go out there and make plays. So this week, even in a tougher matchup versus Houston, if you're in a pinch with injuries and buys, he's a sleeper this week. And the final quarterback, Tua of the Miami Dolphins, still out there in 74% of fantasy leagues is Tua. We know Tyreek Hill, he's out for the season. That's a big option in the offense down for this Miami Dolphin team. But this week, I like the matchup with the Carolina Panthers. They've given up a ton of points over the last few weeks here. And Tua of the last few games, he's gone out there and he's played well. Week 2 versus New England, 315 pass yards, 2 touchdowns and INT. Week 3, Buffalo, 146 pass yards, 2 touchdowns, interception, 10 rush yards. And Week 4 versus the Jets, 177 pass yards, 2 touchdowns in that game. So, like I said, I know Hill's out for the season. He was their number 1 option in the passing game, but Darren Waller emerged in last week's game. He scored 2 touchdowns. Malik Washington's going to get more of an expanded role. And I think we're going to see Devon Achane line up more as a receiver as well. So with those factors, I think that can make up for Tyreek Hill a little bit. And this week in a good matchup at the Panthers, he's a sleeper this week. So that's a few quarterbacks. I have his sleepers for Week 5 of the fantasy football season.